So first I just wanted to start off with a little like talking portion about what prompt engineering is and why it's helpful. So do you guys know anything about prompt engineering right off the bat? Or was it a new phrase?
I think pretty new.
Yeah, I didn't know a lot about it before I did research. But have either used ChatGPT before? So you both have done prompt engineering already, because prompt engineering is just telling a form of generative AI what you want it to produce. And the prompt you put into the function, the input, is going to affect the output. And the quality of your instruction is going to be very important when determining what type of step comes after. So if you guys want to pull out your laptops, we'll just play around with ChatGPT for a little bit. And first we can start really general. So just what's like a school topic, like a subject of some kind, we can ask it to explain.
It's not good at math, so maybe like English.
Okay, cool. So what should we ask it? What specific question? What do we want to know about English?
Maybe, what is a Freytag's pyramid? Those things.
Cool, okay, amazing. So if we say, what is pyramid? And we can see what it comes up with. So that's a pretty vague question, and it's probably going to produce a pretty vague response.
But yeah, I gave a pretty vague response.
Okay, what did it do for you?
Documented the different steps in the pyramid.
Great.
Give a brief overview at the beginning.
Okay, so is there anything, let's make it a little bit more specific. What do we want it to explain? And do we have like a specific portion that we're confused by?
Why is Freytag's pyramid a interesting way of explaining a story?
Great, so we can write that. And then we can also say, like, explain in 3 parts. Okay, what's coming up for you guys?
So yeah, it gives 3 parts.
Great, that's what we want.
3 unique factors of Freytag's pyramid that differentiate it from different frameworks. So first, clarity and coherence. Second, engagement and suspense. And third, resolution and satisfaction.
Awesome, and does that seem reasonable? Is that what we want?
I'd say so.
Great. So that's just one example of going from a vague question to a specific question, and like a very basic first example, but that gives you an idea of you can make ChatGPT's response pretty specific and pretty exact to whatever you want to accomplish. And we can also use this in the real world. If you think of like a customer service chatbot, that chatbot has been coded to be helpful, to be polite, to be happy, probably. And by making sure that the ChatGPT or the generative AI is perfectly designed to complete its specific procedure, that means that it's going to have a way better output. So helpful input, helpful output. So in this workshop, we're going to play a little bit more around with just generating the output, and then we're going to apply that into a website. So does that sound good for everyone? Cool, so let's make a new chat, so we're not talking about vertex pyramids, and we can play around a little bit with the chatbot, because I think that's a fun way to get started. So if we do want to do like a customer service chatbot, do we have other ideas?
Maybe like a character from a show or something.
Cool, I like that. What show do we want to do?
SpongeBob.
I'm not gonna lie, it's your question, your idea, so I didn't want to take the character away, but I thought it was the exact same character.
That's
I was
great.
gonna say SpongeBob.
So now we have to do it. Okay, so we can say you are SpongeBob. And then what should we have SpongeBob say? What should we be asking SpongeBob?
Explain why your package will be delivered 10 days late, or something like that.
Yeah, okay. You are SpongeBob. Oh, do you want to make him like a customer service person?
Yeah.
You are SpongeBob, who has just gotten a job as a customer service official. Explain why the package is 10 days late.
I'm a customer. This is SpongeBob SquarePants here, ready to help you with your package problem. I understand your package is 10 days late, and I'm really sorry about that. sometimes things go a bit wonky in the delivery world. A little more references to the show itself.
Yeah.
But,
Mine's a bit longer, so I said like be concise, helpful, polite.
Okay.
Instead of like shipping, needless.
Okay.
Like customs, complicated. Yeah, I gave just 4 reasons.
Yeah. Do we want to change what SpongeBob says? Do we want SpongeBob to be a little frantic? He probably doesn't really know what he's doing.
No.
Okay.
I want to know.
So we can just adjust, I guess. Basically anything about SpongeBob. We can make him happy, we can make him annoyed, irritated. We can make him very good at his job or very bad at his job, depending on what we tell the AI. Do we want to play around with that a little bit more, or do we feel good about it? So it's loading. I have a little game that I made to help like younger people learn different types of logical fallacies. And it uses ChatGPT to generate the examples that you're given. So we have, I guess, 3 main parts. We have our home page, and it's just like, wow, look, these are logical fallacies. This is what they are. And then we have learn about logical fallacies, and I just put in the names of a bunch of types of fallacies and a brief explanation of what they were. Then if you go back, we can go to practice identifying logical fallacies, little instructions page, start the game. And so every time you reload the page, there's a new logical fallacy. And I had ChatGPT generate like an example of, given this list of fallacies, pick one randomly. And then I asked ChatGPT via the program, generate an example of this fallacy without saying what the fallacy is. And so then the user can guess what the type of fallacy is. And so if I were to just say like, I'll just get it wrong, say nothing. If the user gets it right, it should say correct. But if the user gets it wrong, it can have a little multiple choice question. So the user has another chance to get it right. And then if the user gets it right this time, it will say, hopefully, correct. So then it will say correct. But if it gets it wrong twice, and I'm going to get it wrong intentionally, then it has a little explanation of why it's wrong. And what that is I took the prompt that ChatGPT generated, and I put it back into ChatGPT, and I asked it, why is this an example of the chosen fallacy? And then it gives a little explanation of why it is that fallacy, so then the user can understand why they got the question wrong, and then they can improve for next time. So we're going to be making a little game, like very similar to this. I have a template for you. And if you guys change a couple things, you can make it something that you actually care about. Because I'm assuming you don't actually care a lot about different types of logical fallacies. If you sign into Replit, we have like a HacKnight Replit account. HacKnight at bbns.org. I think it's, yeah. And then the password is Knight's code with a capital K.